Hello everyone, I'm John and this is just the GearHead. So this video is probably going to be mostly just an update on the Ranchero, but first me and Talena decided that since restrictions in this area have been reduced a bit, that we were both feeling a little cabin feverish and we needed to do a little traveling, I guess. So we decided to take a one-day road trip over to the Rockies and whatnot. So I'm going to throw in a bit of that footage here. Our first stop was Brazeau Reservoir. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but I'll put the name on the screen. The water looks a little low, but that's mostly because we haven't had the spring runoff yet. It's pretty early. The ice caps in the Rockies haven't really started to melt yet. Next, we stopped at Nordegg. It's a little town, has a nice little diner for lunch, grabbed lunch. Pretty little place, has a nice golf course and stuff too. This is Abraham Lake. Like I said, the water level is low due to lack of runoff from the mountains, but the water is always this blue teal color, which is kind of cool. And there was also a bunch of Bighorn sheep kicking around the area. This guy here and his friend that you're going to see in a minute or so were no more than like 10 feet off the path. They were up close. I would not suggest getting any closer than that to them. They can get a little aggressive. You'll see in a few minutes here what I mean by aggressive. So these boys were between us and the car, and in a second here you're going to see what I mean by aggressive when it comes to the Bighorn Sheep.
That car comes up this way, so it goes. We should maybe get out of the way.
That car's not going to come up here with them doing that. He did eventually move off the path so we could get to the car. This is the view from the Columbian Icefields Adventure Center. This area has some glaciers. They'll take you on tours up to them so you can go walk around and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're at the Skywalk at the Columbian Icefields. You can kind of see it there in the distance. It's a clear bridge that goes out over the valley, so you can kind of see down into the valley. The view is amazing, but if you're afraid of heights, you might not want to go because it's a long way down. Here we have a mountain goat looking for something to eat. He was actually hanging out underneath the Skywalk. I think there was a second one there too as well. Turns out they've been using it as kind of shelter, especially when they were rearing their young. Literally around the corner from where the Skywalk is, beside the highway, you will find Tangled Falls. There's quite a few paths here that go walking up the falls. Also, we found some more Bighorn Sheep. Springtime is probably the best time of year to come out and look for wildlife. After stopping in Jasper for dinner, we found this baby elk just grazing in a field outside the township. I'm sure his mom was nearby. Another elk just chilling by the side of the road, letting people take photos of him. Alright, so yeah, that was our quick little road trip. Like I said, we just had to get out of town. You know, everything that's going on, we're getting a little stir crazy. But anyways, so the Ranchero, quick little update on that. Alright, so as you can see, the back half of the quarter panels in the bottom corner down there have been finish welded and threw a coat of just some red oxide primer on them just for now. So both sides got done up like that. I will have to do some filling, of course. Here's a quick shot of the driver's side. All done up. So, mostly because I'm sure you guys are getting bored of watching me do welding and patching and stuff, I did a couple of things off camera, including this patch on the driver's rocker. There's a rust hole there, just cut it out, put a new piece in. Did the same thing on the other side, on the passenger side. We'll show you. So on the passenger side, there was a patch right there and one right there. And yeah, there was a bit of a surprise behind these. The guys follow me on Instagram probably already know, but I'll throw in a little quick footage here. So I was cutting this rusty piece of sheet metal out of the rocker on the Ranchero today, and when I took it out, I found this. Someone had a little nut stash going on in here. I'm going to have to get the shop vac and clean all that out. But yeah, and I bet there's probably more at the front because I got to cut out that section there too. Yep, definitely more nuts. And also, the guy who fixed this, or did a repair on here before, shouldn't call it even fixing it, but all he did is he like stuffed some emery cloth, so you can see that, there you go. Stuffed some like emery cloth through the hole and then just packed the mud in. Like, that's not how you fix that. Anyways, alright, on to more work. Alright, so yeah, that's those two. So I also did a patch along there. There was like a couple of different places that had rust in that area. So I just cut one long strip and replaced the whole thing. The little corner welds were not great, so I ran a bit of seam sealer over it and hit it with the red oxide primer. I will be doing a little bit of body work on it, but this bed is going to get bed liner, so I might not finish it out as well as I would if it wasn't. Over there, I ground off all the old bed liner and paint and stuff and found out how bad that spot is and how bad that spot is. And also over there and in here. Then, as soon as I got this piece cut and that piece over there cut, I ran out of cutting discs. So I need to go to Canadian Tire and get more cutting discs. And then we can continue on with this. Under these, I'll drop the tailgate. So, under these, as you can see, that there was a strip of metal. Okay, so there was a strip of metal in there. And as you can see, it's all rotten up here, so I'm going to play around with that a little bit. That floor piece I had bought is completely different shape than these, so I'm not going to be using that for this car. But yeah, so we got to cut all that out, weld those in still, weld and cut those pieces over there, or cut and weld I should say, and yeah. Alright, so like I said, just a little quick update video with a little bit of road trip footage, I guess. Anyways, so I'm not sure what the next video will be, if it'll just be me working on those patches or if it'll just be another quick update video. I'm sure you guys are tired of watching me play with those. I did get the forward quarter panels finally, so might start those in, not sure if it'll be the next video or the video after. All depends on how often I can get out here and work on it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you guys want merchandise, please check out the link to my Redbubble page in the description. Anyways, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.